Hello, good afternoon. Everybody, welcome to this session about loyalty strategy. My name is Karine Collaert and I'm the CEO of Faxions and Faxions Digital. I hope you can all hear me. Raise your hands. Yeah, okay, merci. Thank you very much. Voilà. Loyalty and loyalty strategy is of very utmost importance. I know that a lot at Odoo is about technology, and but I think we have our place here too. So first of all, thank you very much for Odoo for inviting me, and also thank you and congratulations for all those in the room to follow this session. Once upon a time, and it's a long time ago, I was little, and when I was little, I lived in Lebbeke, which is a rather small village not so very far from here, and my parents had a butcher shop. That was a very important and vital element of my youth, because it was very important for us to keep our customers loyal, because if they were loyal, we had money enough to go and to study, and we had money enough to feed our family. But we had some challenges, because there were big retailers coming to our village, and so we had to box up against them. So keep our customers loyal was one of the things I learned from the age of 6. I went with my bicycle delivering food and meat to the customers in our village, so they would be recognized and be very happy with our service. As our company flourished, we had enough money to go to university, so I studied law and economics, and at that age, that was in the 80s, it was bon ton, it was very good if you could start working in a bank. So I started working at Bank, which is now today KBC, and there I did everything you can do in the branches, so it was a great experiences, but not adventurous enough, so I went back to marketing, studied some more, and I had the opportunity to work for Faxions International, which is a big international company, and they were the first to introduce loyalty strategy in banking on the continent. So Fortis Bank at that stage was known to have already a loyalty strategy, and for 12 years implemented that strategy at the bank, and we created Fortis Global Club and Fortis Easy Bank. That was a great time, but at all great stories comes an end, and unfortunately the program was stopped, and then I started my own company. That is back in 2008, and we founded Faxions, and today we also have Faxions Digital, and we are marketing strategists about loyalty strategy. That means, what can you do to earn the respect of your customers, keep them, close the back door, not by forcing them to stay in, but by giving them every reason they need to enjoy staying with you. So I come from very far. I come from just across the street. You might recognize the building. It's just down there, I think. So it's about 100 meters. I had to cross the street. I'm coming from the 6th floor at the building across, and you can see the Atomium. So Faxions is a great company because we have great people, and all of us are loyalty strategists. So that's what we are known for. We are very happy to have some ambassadors, our own loyal customers. And our loyal customers we have in 3 categories. The first category is the B2C programs we are working on today here in Belgium. I think that you can easily say that it goes from football to finance. We have also 2 football clubs, KV Mechelen and OA Leuven, which are in the 1st division, and they are customers because we cherish their supporters with a lots of advantages and great actions. The second part of our customers are B2B related, STG, APOC in the building industry, and Wiesmann. And the third part of the customers we have today is B2E, employees, staff, merely of hospitals, and also a travel agency, which we have programs made for. Something more about loyalty. I think you all understand the loyalty funnel, or the funnel which is or made loyalty build up. The first thing I think important for you to know, it's awareness, consideration, preference, purchase, loyalty, advocacy. It seems very easy and very, very logic, but now today things have changed a lot. This marketing funnel has been made in 1998, so that is a very long time ago. And a lot of people think nothing has changed, but the digital has changed a lot. Why? Because companies today, the awareness is all around us. The awareness is in an abundance. A lot of awareness going from one side to the other, but there is little consideration for your brand. And so what we say today is that the consideration, preference, and purchase in the funnel has to be acknowledged more, and that's what we do with loyalty strategy. So the digital has changed the marketing, and the digital has changed also the funnel of loyalty strategy. What we always say, you can close the back door on your customers, but why close the back door? Leave it open and give them enough reasons to stay in. Why do I say that loyalty is important? I'm not a scientist, but I've learned from good scientists, and one of the people who has been studying for 40 years what is loyalty all about is Professor Bowlby. He was a British, he is unfortunately not alive anymore, but about 40 years he studied how loyalty is built up, and he came us to understand what is the attachment theory. That means what makes people stick to you and to your brand. If you're talking about brands or people, it's all the same. It's in every relationship, it's the same way all those things happen. So what did he find out? He found out that to build loyalty you need attachment, and to build attachment we need to understand how love works. So I think you need to listen carefully. Probably you all already know, but it might be interesting to know how it's built up. The science behind that loyalty is always the same. You start with your physiological needs, of course. We all need to eat and sleep and drink and have some sex from time to time. That is the same with everybody here in the room, I guess. So there as a company you can do little. But afterwards we all need the same secure, safe and secure environment, which is very important for small children to understand that they can do whatever they like, but they are in a secure environment. Afterwards they have to feel that there is love and belonging, that they are part of a community, a family which supports them. If they feel that they are part of that community, they will feel belonging and self-esteem. They will feel like they are respected just for who they are. And if all those elements build up, you as a human being become to be the best version of yourself possible. So Bowlby has empirically investigated on that and has realized that if all those elements follow up, you come to a loyal and you come to a good and loving relationship. You can say, whoa, great, wow, you know how babies connect to their parents, you know how children react to their caregivers, but what about my company and my customers? So they quite of interact the same. You have to be sure that their basic needs are covered. That means that your product is well, that all the services work as they should. You have to provide a stable, secure environment. That means that your communication channels have to stay open all the time, not just when you're fancy talking to them, but they have to be, you have to be reachable for your customers always. You have to communicate with them, and you have to believe that they are part of a real community. Because when you do all those things, they will come to gratitude towards your brand, and they will reward your engagement towards them, and vice versa. And if you do all those things in your loyalty strategy, they will cherish you as a brand, and they will ask you to stay loyal to them too. Why is this self-evident? Because we did not change. I think 1.8 million years ago it worked like this. And today it still does, because we are just monkeys with lesser hair, but nothing else changed. So all those principles, all those biologic principles still stand today and will, I hope, stand in a million years to come if we take care of the planet for the next million years. So all the monkeys here in the room, pay attention, because there is something later on to go and visit our family. So just telling you. How do we do it at Faxions? We always work in two phases. That means that first of all, we have the essentials. We go to look at your brand identity. We do a workshop on who you are as a brand and what is important for you. And all those elements we're going to translate in a loyalty strategy. We are going to make sure that we create added value in line with your identity. We are going to make permanent and ad hoc offerings so that the customer stays engaged with you. We're going to find out all the stable communication channels which are needed. And so we're going to build on interaction. And that's why we call this the layers, the fundaments, the foundations of loyalty strategy. This is part one. But we at Faxions, we think that loyalty is important, but the thing we cherish most is behavior loyalty strategy. That means that once this is all installed, we're going to phase 2, and that is the behavior strategy we're going to enforce. That means that your own purposes as a company and your goals are translated in our strategy. That means that the touch points and the interactions with the customer are really aligned with what you need as a company and where your goals are. And I think that at that point, technology comes in. Odoo has a lot of loyalty technology also. But at that point, to make it efficient and to make it grow fast and steadily, we tend to have digital technology enforced in order to do retargeting much easier. A good thing to do, and of course for everybody, every company, is to capitalize on the database. Database is very important, and of course you all know that your own database will be the key to the future. Third-party database, I think we all know we can forget them in future. Europe is more severe than ever, so we will have to have our own data. And if we have our own data and all these actions in line, I think you can evolve towards a loyalty marketing strategy of personalization and behavior marketing. So your goals, your future needs of a company and the needs of your customers are aligned in this part 2, which we call behavior marketing strategy. Because we believe that loyalty strategy is really the key to unlock the code to understand and stimulate the behavior of your customer. There is basically no other way to do it. So what we say is loyalty strategy should be integrated in everything you do. From your customer service to how you build up your product portfolio, to how you talk to your customers, how you reward them, how you say thank you for being with us, or congratulations on your anniversary of the collaboration with us. This is all integrated in loyalty strategy. But why should you do loyalty strategy? You have money to spend on marketing, but why should you spend it on loyalty strategy? You have such a big budget you need to do acquisition. So there is not much left, and everybody says loyalty strategy, it's nice to have, it's a great add-on, but we will focus on our basic needs of our company, and we need new customers. We need new customers every day, and let's forget about churn. If they come in, perhaps they'll stay, perhaps they go away, but we'll invest in acquisition, and we'll see later how many of them stay. So what we say is we have a lot of proof to say that investment in loyalty strategy is really what you need to do. Why? We have some limbic proof. That means that there are a lot of reasons long-term reasons, future-proof reasons to implement loyalty strategy. The first of all is you have to create common goals with your customer. We have to share our values as a company with the people who are customer at our company, and they have to know what your values are. A lot of companies tend to think they know, it's on our website, it's on our mission, they know, we don't need to bother them. We have done some research late 2023, and among 5% of customers of a bank were aware of the values and the mission. They don't look at the website, they don't care about the website, they care about their daily life and how that brand impacts their daily life. So if you want to share your values and your common goals, loyalty strategy is the way to do it. If you want really meaningful connections and not just selling them anything you would like to sell them, I think the way to do it is through your loyalty strategy. If you have a purpose in life and your company has a purpose, your customers too have a purpose. So make it a purpose-driven strategy and not only a money-driven strategy. Be sure that with your company you become future-proof. That means that if you implement your goals together with your customer, they will understand and they will stick with you because they also believe that their future will better if they stay in relation with you. And then the what's in it for us philosophy, we all tend to believe what's in it for me because I need and I want to make sure that as a company that does not work anymore. I think if you're not together with a customer in the same boat or sharing the same values, your company won't stand the test of time. Consistency, a very important one. Identify that consistency, how you're going to do it. Don't change your strategy every fortnight. And reward positive behavior. If you're an energy company and your customer is ready to put on your solar investments, reward them. Say thank you because together with you we're going to make things happen. So this is all the limbic part of loyalty strategy. And you might say, nice, very nice. I will go to my CEO and explain about the limbic part of loyalty and he will say, bye. So the second part of those proof we have is measurable impacts. And this is really bottom line. This means euros or dollars or yen or whatever. So every euro our customers, and we have a lot of customers, invest in loyalty strategy. For the €1 they invest, we are sure, but we can also prove that the €1 turns out to be 12 after 1 year, 24 after 2 years, and go on. So the investment is really, I think, better than on the bank account. Measurable impacts. The first of all is reduced churn. It's very easy to calculate the reduced churn. The customers who left and who stay in, it's very easy to calculate the fees you would otherwise miss. The second part is you have more brand awareness and you have a raise in your NPS score. Also some things or some value CEO like to see. Cross-sell opportunities, easy to do. If you have your loyalty strategy, you know who your customers are and you can cross-sell because you have more data on them and you know what they would prefer to have. And of course, sales leads. The sales leads you otherwise have to buy from whoever passes you by, you have yourselves now. So that are important things where we put on euros. We say, with all this happening in your loyalty strategy, this is what you gain. Free testing audience, a very important one, I think. Testing with your own customers, but also asking them to do testing for you with their friends and family. It's something we do a lot lately, also for insurance companies, asking their own audience about what they feel about new products. Customer data, of course, as you all know, third party. It's not a party anymore, so I think your own customer data becomes way more important than ever before. With loyalty strategy, you can build it day by day. Member get member. also an easy one because they're all in your database. And third-party revenues. For, I think, 40% of the programs we are handling, we have third-party revenues in the program for our brands. So that means that not even the investment they make, they earn back, but they can also make a business case out of it. So loyalty strategy, it's a no-brainer. A lot of people forget that it even exists, and that is why we say, if you remember that it exists and you work on it and you invest some time at your end to identify what you need, it will be a mega big return on investment. Proven results, and this is Harvard, not me, saying that loyal customers have 25 more cost-effective than acquisition. So your customers who stay in your database, it's 25% less costs for you as a company. 20% more activity from loyal customers. That is, I think, logic. It means they are in the relationship with you so they can do transactions. Loyal customers spend 25% more than customers who just drop in and out. And 25 to 95% more profits when you raise your loyal customer database with 5%. So if you, in year one, have 5% less churn, you can easily have 25% more profits. Yeah, the converting rate, of course, is more than 20%. That means that you have 20% more conversion rate for loyal customers than for inactive customers. Boop, boop, boop. A lot of data, a lot of info. I'm sorry to, but we have 20 minutes. Oh, no, we have 1 minute, so that's not, voila. So we have 1 minute. Thank you very much for listening to me. We believe it's very important. We would like your loyalty strategy to start now. If you don't have any, please do it, because stop losing money on acquisition, I would say. If you have questions, you can, they told me you have to scan, and then you can ask questions, and I will try to answer.
Thanks everyone for attending this very interesting speaking session. Unfortunately, we're out of time, but I suggest we maybe do like a small Q&A for the people with pressing questions outside. Just approach the speaker and ask away directly. Thanks everyone.